If you have boundaries with somebody who doesn't have boundaries or somebody who wants to take advantage of you, they'll tell you you're mean. And also, some people are so bad at boundaries that instead of asserting boundaries, we assert rules. And that is mean. And so it's very fucking hard. And I think the first and most important rule with boundaries is be willing to get it wrong. And when you figure out that you've gotten it wrong, be humble about it. And being humble about it might mean being like, oh shit, I I did this in a way that was not the way I meant to. And I don't trust this person, so I'm not going to necessarily go and apologize to them like they're my ex or whatever. Like I'm not going to go and be like, hey, sorry, I didn't have boundaries in a healthy way. But you want to make a living amends, and a living amends is when you just, commit to doing better. And sometimes it's about being able to say to the person, hey, I told you that I couldn't see you this weekend. And I said it in a really like weird, strict, rigid way, or I was super confusing and I gave you mixed messages when I was trying to tell you this thing. I'm learning boundaries. It's a process. I'm sorry if it was hurtful to you, hold space for being able to have a conversation about it. But not making it, not the thing about having boundaries is that I don't think anybody's good at them. Like, seriously, I don't think anybody's good at them. I am really great at boundaries in some places of my life and terrible in others. And in some periods of my life, I'm better than others, right? Like, that's just normal human shit. The most important thing is remembering that you do not need to make other people like you. You need to be authentic. And this is classic Venus shit. It's being willing to be authentic and having faith that if you're meant to be with a person as a friend, as a lover, then when you're authentic and true to yourself, you'll click. Or if you're not meant to be, you will not click with this person when you're being true to yourself. That's great information. And it's not information that there's something wrong with you or even necessarily that there's something wrong with them. It's information that when you're being true to yourself, you guys are in a great match. That's all that it means. Sometimes it means more, but overwhelmingly, that's all that it means. And I think another mistake that people make with boundaries is people defend their boundaries. So I can't hang out with you this weekend. Let me tell you why. It's because I feel sad, and I feel sad because of my job, because of capitalism. Like, people get really detailed and it ends up feeling defensive and starts to feel disingenuous, And so when we have a boundary, like, I can't hang out with you this weekend, there's nothing wrong with sharing, why. But the key is expressing the boundary in a clean and clear way without apologies or defenses, and then being willing to have an honest exchange or conversation about it after, so that you kind of don't